Previous Intel CEO Brian Krzanich displays the Arrow ready-to-fly drone, a fully assembled quadcopter with compute board, integrated depth and vision capabilities using Intel RealSense technology. Krzanich displayed the new quadcopter during his keynote at the 2016 Intel Developer Forum in San Francisco on Tuesday, August 16, 2016. Credit: Intel Corporation. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich speaks during a keynote address at the Monte Carlo Park Theater during CES 2018 in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018. Mandel Nunn, AFP, Getty Images, Intel Corp. CEO Brian Krzanich displays an Intel Shooting Star mini drone as he delivers a keynote address at CES 2018 at Park Theater at Monte Carlo Resort and Casino in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada. CES, the world's largest annual consumer technology trade show, runs from January 9 to 12 and features about 3,900 exhibitors showing off their latest products and services to more than 170,000 attendees. Ethan Miller, Getty Images. Sound: The gallery will resume in seconds. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich displays Intel's Project Alloy, an all-in-one merged reality headset during a press event for CES 2017 at the Mandalay Bay Convention Center on January 4, 2017 in Las Vegas, Nevada. David Becker, Getty Images. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich speaks during a keynote address at the Monte Carlo Park Theater during CES 2018 in Las Vegas on Jan. 8 earlier this week, Intel called for a halt in deployment of patches for a troubling vulnerability in its computer chips because they could cause unpredictable problems in affected devices. Mandel Nunn, AFP, Getty Images. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich speaks during a meeting with President Donald Trump at the White House February 8, 2017 in Washington, D.C. Krzanich announced an investment of $7 billion to build a factory in Chandler, Arizona to create advanced semiconductor chips. Photo by Chris Clayponas Pool, Getty Images. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich speaks during a keynote address at the Monte Carlo Park Theater during CES 2018 in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018. Mandel Nunn, AFP, Getty Images, Intel Corp. CEO Brian Krzanich displays a 49-qubit chip as he delivers a keynote address at CES 2018 at Park Theater at Monte Carlo Resort and Casino in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018 in Las Vegas, Nevada. CES, the world's largest annual consumer technology trade show, runs from January 9 to 12 and features about 3,900 exhibitors showing off their latest products and services to more than 170,000 attendees. Photo by Ethan Miller, Getty Images. Damien DeVarganis, Associated Press. In this Tuesday, March 1, 2016. Photo: Intel CEO Brian Krzanich appears on set of America's Greatest Makers, a new reality TV challenge where teams of makers invent game-changing technology, all for a chance at a $1 million prize at the Satakoy Studios in the Van Nuys neighborhood of Los Angeles. Krzanich believes the market for connected devices will grow immensely, from the roughly 6 billion smartphones today to some 50 billion smart devices by the end of the decade. The show, he hopes, will help his company's bottom line and electrify the entrepreneurial spirit of technology buffs. AP photo: Damien DeVarganis. Brian Krzanich, Chief Executive Officer of Intel, attends the Allen. Many of the world's wealthiest and most powerful business people from media, finance, and technology attend the annual week-long conference, which is in its 33rd year. Photo by Scott Olson, Getty Images. Richard Drew, Associated Press. Intel CEO Brian Krzanich is interviewed on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, Monday, March 13, 2017. Intel will buy Israel's Mobileye in a deal valued at about $15 billion, instantly propelling the computer chip and technology giant to the forefront of autonomous vehicle technology. AP photo, Richard Drew, Brian Krasanich speaks on stage at the New York Times 2017 DealBook Conference at Chase at Lincoln Center on November 9, 2017 in New York City. Photo by Michael Cohen, Getty Images, Ethan Miller, Getty Image Corp. CEO Brian Krasanich shows how many steps he took during a keynote address as tracked by a wearable processor called Curie, a prototype open-source computer the size of a button that he unveiled at the 2015 International CES at the Venetian Las Vegas on January 6, 2015 in Las Vegas, Nevada. CES, the world's largest annual consumer technology trade show, runs through January 9 and is expected to feature 3,600 exhibitors showing off their latest products and services to about 150,000 attendees. Photo by Ethan Miller, Getty Images. File photo. Intel CEO Brian Krasanich talks about the Internet of Things at the company's developer conference in 2014. Krasanich's sale of a chunk of company stock in the fourth quarter of last year has prompted questions about the transaction's timing because it happened after the discovery that modern processors are vulnerable to hackers. Intel says Krasanich's sales were part of a pre-arranged stock plan with an automated schedule. Intel CEO Brian Krasanich displays the Arrow ready-to-fly drone, a fully assembled quadcopter with compute board, integrated depth and vision capabilities using Intel RealSense technology. Krasanich displayed the new quadcopter during his keynote at the 2016 Intel Developer Forum in San Francisco on Tuesday, August 16, 2016. Credit: Intel Corporation. Intel CEO Brian Krasanich speaks during a keynote address at the Monte Carlo Park Theater during CES 2018 in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018. Mandel Nunn, AFP, Getty Images. Next show caption: One of 14 Intel CEO Brian Krasanich speaks during a keynote address at the Monte Carlo Park Theater during CES 2018 in Las Vegas on January 8, 2018. Mandel Nunn, AFP, Getty Images. Expand. Click here if you're having trouble viewing the gallery on your mobile device. A day after Intel announced CEO Brian Krasanich had resigned after the company learned of a past consensual relationship with an Intel employee, social media channels have been flooded with comments and commentary on the disgraced computer chip chieftain. Intel did not release details of the affair or name the other person involved, saying only that an ongoing investigation by internal and external counsel has confirmed a violation of Intel's non-fraternization policy, which applies to all managers. In Krasanich's absence, Chief Financial Officer Robert Swan will serve as interim Chief Executive Officer. Ad choice advertising and red invented by Teeds, an old man like Mr. Krasanich should know better, wrote a reader named Steve Williams. His affair put Intel at great risk from blackmail to sexual harassment lawsuits. You also never know what else a man of such low moral character might do. What a disgrace. Some on social media brought up the controversy earlier this year over Krasanich's sale of Intel stock after learning of a serious security flaw in the tech giant's microchips, but before it had been publicly disclosed. The flaws, nicknamed Meltdown Inspector, affected designs that allow computers to operate more quickly and efficiently. But some lawmakers questioned a large stock sale Krasanich made late last year just before the problems were publicly reported, sending the company's stock price down. Others saw Krasanich's departure as an opportunity for Intel. Some people pointed out the greater context behind his departure. And there was advice for the outgoing executive. AD Quality Auto 360p 720p 1080p. You might also like 1 o'clock. Toshiba is working toward building a better future. Toshiba APAC. Take a look at Osaka's culinary scene. Intercontinental hotels. 28 pick. MercuryNews.com recommended by